Hey everybody, Richard here with the wirelesshaven.com. Today, we're going to hook up one of our WiFiX NEX routers with a VPN. And we're going to set this VPN up so that it can use streaming services like Hulu Live TV, stuff like that. Sometimes when we're using cellular routers, we don't really care about whether or not we're trying to get streaming services from another country. We might care for other reasons. Or maybe you're using a streaming VPN service so that you can look at stuff out of region. Whatever the reason, we're going to go through how to get signed up with a VPN service and, more importantly, how to get a WireGuard configuration from that VPN service on one of our WiFiX NEX routers. Today, we're going to be using the WiFiX NEXS2 gigabit cellular router. Inside this one is a Sierra Wireless EM7565 cellular LTE category 12 modem, and the WiFiX firmware is completely fresh and ready to go. The only thing I've done is gotten it connected with AT&T, which for us is pretty plug and play. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head over to our VPN provider of choice. We are affiliates with Torguard VPN services. We have an affiliate link. We also have a coupon code. That coupon code will get you 50% off of Torguard's VPN anonymous service plus their streaming IP bundled together. So you get specific IP addresses dedicated just for using with the VPN so that you can use streaming TV services, streaming movie services, and so forth. A lot of the streaming media providers will block VPN use. These IP addresses are used to get around this. So we have an affiliate with Torguard. You can use our link and get 50% off of the streaming bundle service for life. But we want to make sure you understand, you don't have to use our link. You don't have to go anything. You can go to Torguard, Torguard.com, and just go straight there and click on and follow exactly what we're doing. Or if you want to support our content and what we're doing in our store, you can use our affiliate link. We've got it on our site. You can use our coupon code. Our coupon code is WH for Wireless Haven, WH Streamer 50, STREAMER 50. That'll get you 50% off of their anonymous VPN plus streaming IP bundle. So if you're on our website, thewirelesshaven.com, you can click on the main menu, and towards the bottom there's a link right there for our affiliate link that'll take you straight to the VPN bundle setup, as well as automatically apply our 50% off coupon. So you'll be set up and ready to go from the beginning. But Torguard, if you're listening, your website checkout's a little wonky, and we're going to find out why. So it'll take you straight to the website. It says right here, anonymous VPN service, and pick the perfect plan, the standard plan, pro plan. There's all kinds of other things. We're going to go straight to just buy the standard plan. Now you'll notice as soon as it goes into the checkout page that there's already something in your cart and it shows a 50% off deal. But if you pay attention to the details, and again, Torguard, if you're listening, this doesn't exactly look straightforward. You look at the check mark and it says anonymous VPN. If you look at what's included in that, unlimited speeds, unlimited bandwidth, 8 devices simultaneously, block ads and malware, port forwarding, iOS, Android, Windows, Mac OS, Linux, also includes the routers like we're doing. Doesn't say anything about streaming IPs. Actually, in none of the bundles on the screen does it say about streaming IPs. But what we're going to do is make sure that we get the streaming IP service. It is important. You won't have access to that. You won't be able to request these streaming IPs unless you check out with the correct bundle. So in the cart, click on the trash can icon next to the item that's there. Click OK if it does that on your browser, and it'll be completely blank. You're going to select the product group and make sure you choose anonymous VPN plus streaming bundle. That will bring up one package to choose from. You see here it says unlimited streaming, no buffering, multiple regions, and you get 2 streaming IPs, supports for all OSs and devices. Those regions are going to be for the US, UK, France, Germany, Spain, and Japan. Click on that to select, and that will add this to your cart automatically. If you used our link, you should still have the discount in your cart still, automatically applied to your instance. And if you don't, and you want to use our coupon code, it's WHSTREAMER50, and that'll get you 50% off for life every single time you get billed for this, no matter how you choose to be billed. it'll be 50% off, and you can see it in your cart. Make sure that you see that on this one it says $21.98, and then it says the discount's $10.99, making your total due $10.99. Now that's for the monthly. They offer it monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, annually, and biannually. So monthly, every 3 months, every 6 months, once a year, once every 2 years. And if you choose to pay in those higher time lengths, you'll get a bigger discount. So if you like to pay a lot in advance, all the way up to 2 years total time in advance, you'll save quite a bit of money. If you click on it, you're not going to pay $201.98 like it says, because you get 50% off. You pay $100.99 for 2 whole years with our 50% off discount. Or don't. It's up to you. No pressure. Okay, so there's other available add-ons. That's not the point of this video. We're going to skip that. And below that is where you fill in all your information to check out. We're going to check out, go ahead and get our stuff set up, and then we're going to log into our account. It actually will automatically log you in, but I go ahead and check my emails. They're going to send you an email for a thank you for signing up for the service, your receipt. They're not going to send you any information about your IP addresses, but in your receipt, you'll notice that there is a line in there that says to receive your streaming IP addresses, to contact them or create a support ticket. So that's what we're going to do right now. So once you log in, you'll see this dashboard right here. What you need to do to get your streaming IP address or addresses is you need to either click on the open ticket button, or you can go to the support drop down and click on open ticket. If you click on either, it'll take you to this page, and they've got different stuff for sales, support, and this also for their affiliate program. We're going to click on the support tab. All your information should already be there. Just make sure it's correct. And then in the subject line in the message, just ask for your IP address. Say, hey, I bought my streaming service and I'd like my IP addresses, please. Be polite, of course. And then submit that ticket. Torguard's really good about getting back pretty quickly. I didn't have any issues with waiting for a long time to get in the information. They're going to ask you a range of questions, where you'd like your service to be out of, East Coast, West Coast, Central, if you like it for another country, and they ask you what type of streaming services you're going to use. Answer all those questions, you'll get through it, and then they'll send you a separate email that has your IP address in it. So you'll need that. You can record that. But what's great is once it's actually established on your account, it'll actually automatically be there for you for the next step. And that's going to be the configuration. So for the configuration part, if we were just getting regular VPN service, or we just wanted to use regular VPN service, right now as it is, you could download one of their apps for your phones, your PC, Linux, many different things, and you'd be ready to go with just using your user login through their app service. Their apps are pretty good. They're super simple to use, and your user ID is just the email address that you used to sign up for your account. But with this streaming IP service, the way we're going to do it, using the Wireguard VPN protocol on one of our NEX routers, we need to make sure that the configuration file that they generate is set up for our streaming IP using the Wireguard protocol. The way you need to do this is you need to click on the services menu, and under the services, you need to scroll down and click on to the My Fixed IPs. Once you click on that, it'll take you to this section right here that has your static IPs. I'm not going to show you mine, of course, because it's private. We don't need the streaming media providers to blacklist these IP addresses because we're trying to protect them so that we can use them. And they will do that. So you'll notice here it says that the tunnel type's OpenVPN and the VPN protocol and port is UDP 389 on mine. Yours might be different. We need to change this. You're going to click on the drop down and scroll to the very bottom and click on Wireguard. Once you click on Wireguard, click on Change. And you'll wait for it to load and make sure that it changes into the tunnel type Wireguard, and you'll see the VPN protocol IP port says Wireguard. So now that we've done that, we've got our IP address loaded into our account. We have it written down if we need it, and we've set up our tunnel type for that specific IP that's useful for our configuration files. That's going to be for our next part, configuration. For the configuration, we need a file, or at least the information to load onto our router. So we're going to click on the Tools menu, and of that drop down, we're going to click on Config Generator. Now the config generator will pop up just like it shows here. We want to click on the Open WRT for our router. There's configs for others. If you have a DDWRT router or some other setup, whether it be your Chrome, Windows, Apple, so forth. We're doing the OpenWRT, and then we're going to click on the VPN tunnel type and change it to WireGuard. If you want to use the OpenVPN protocol, you can. I'm just not using it. I find WireGuard to be much more efficient, a lot more lightweight. Once you click on that, it'll change the configuration page. You'll need to click on the VPN server hostname IP. If it doesn't already have your IP address loaded in there, which it should. If it doesn't though, you need to use the custom IP section. Mine is already loaded in here. I'm going to click on it. If it wasn't, I would click on the custom side and I would type in whatever my IP is. The VPN username, again, is the email address that you signed up with. Once you enter that in, you don't need to enter anything else in. The local private key, the local public key, and you're going to leave the MTU alone. 1292 is the way it's set at default. You have all that information in, select WireGuard, your VPN server hostname, which is going to be the IP address that you have requested specifically from Torguard. They will provide that to you. If it's not in there automatically, you'll enter it in under custom. Put in your VPN username, which is the email address on your account that you signed up with. The other two sections under the keys are going to be blank, and then the MTU you're going to leave as default. Click on the Generate Config button, and as soon as you do, a pop-up for saving that file, depending on what system you're using, will come up. Make sure that you navigate to a section that you want to save that to, that you'll remember. I'm just saving mine to the download section for Windows. I'm going to rename mine YouTube example stream VPN Torguard .conf. That's a configuration file that we're going to need for our router. Click on save, and it'll download that to your PC, whatever system you're using. Probably a lot easier if you use some form of a computer versus a phone. It's just what I recommend. Now, once we've done this, we can move on to the next part, and that's configuring your router, the easiest part of the whole thing. So here on our router, again, this is the NEXS2GO router from the Wireless Haven. It's our WiFiX routers. It's got a Sierra EM7565 modem inside of it, and I'm already connected, as you can see here. We're going to log into the router. This is a fresh install that doesn't even have an admin password to it. We're going to head straight to the VPN section. Now I'm going to click on the Open VPN section to show you there's no configuration there. I don't have anything in any of the other sections. WireGuard. This is a complete fresh install. This is so simple. Before we do anything, let's test it. Let's see what we've got to do. I've already got Hulu Live logged into my account. If you look at the settings page here, notice I have no instances for WireGuard. There's no VPN set up on my router right now. I'm going to head over to Hulu, and this is the live section. They have the live TV. Right now there's a show here. I'm going to click on it, and you'll see it loads. It's an advertisement. Okay, so that loads. Now I'm going to show you what sometimes the problem is with using a VPN and streaming TV. So on my computer here, I'm only hooked up to this router. You see here, I'm not connected to anything else but the Ethernet cord going to this router. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up the speed test app. I'm going to force it to look for a new server. And I'm showing you that I have the Torguard VPN app put on Windows, and it's disconnected right now. So it shows up and it sees that I'm on the AT&T service right now. And I can run a speed test. Everything's great. You saw that Hulu Live TV worked. Everything's good there. But I wasn't using the VPN just yet. So let's turn on the VPN service that's normal without streaming IPs set up. On the PC, is just where I'm going to enable this so that it works. And you'll see that immediately the speed test stopped because I disrupted its connection. And we're going to go ahead and stop that speed test, and then we're going to force the speed test to find a new server. And you'll see here that the service changed from AT&T to M247. That shows you that it's picking up the VPN. It doesn't detect what carrier I'm using. So I can still run a speed test. I can still pass data. Everything's gone fine. Pretty fast too. If I go back to Hulu though, and I try to load the show, Hulu's going to say it's not available in your region, or you may be using a VPN. They don't like that. So we'll close that. We'll disconnect the VPN on our PC. You'll see that speed test automatically detected that I'm back on the AT&T network. And now let's go to our router. And we're going to upload our configuration file to the router and let the router handle the VPN with our streaming IP. We'll give the instance name under configuration file upload Wireless Haven Tor Stream. Choose file. Remember where you put your file at. Select it, open, then click on upload. And then it'll load. You'll see here, Wireless Haven Tor Stream. Client type, started no, just click on start. Now that's started, you'll see here it says yes. We'll go back to Hulu Live. You'll see here that the Torguard app on my PC is still turned off. And if we force speed test to choose a new server, you'll see now that it's picking up a server out of Texas, and it's saying that we're on Spectrum Business. We click on speed test, and we see that it's going. It's not using the VPN out of Chicago that our desktop is going. 60, 70, that's plenty of speed. Now let's go back to Hulu. Click on our show.
I want to answer why.
And you'll see that it's streaming. So, again, we've got WireGuard running on the NEXS router. It is started. This is just a configuration file that we uploaded from their website. We're not using the VPN from Torguard on the PC. We're using it on the router. So this is our IP specific for streaming VPN configuration. You'll see that even the speed test app doesn't pick up that we're on AT&T. It thinks we're using a completely different service. And if we choose something else, like a little sports, we're still streaming on Hulu. It's that simple. Pretty straightforward. It took me a little while to explain, but it's going to take you a lot less time to actually go through. And that's it. It's that simple. Go to the website, use our link if you'd like, get our coupon code, 50% off for life, sign up for the services, make sure that you get your streaming IP, make sure that you change the dedicated IP that you have to the WireGuard setup, load your configuration file generator in the dashboard, put in your information for your username, make sure that you set your specific IP address for your streaming, click on the config file download, save it, open up your dashboard on your NEX router, load the configuration file, click start, open up whatever streaming service you want to use, you're online. VPN encrypted protocols, streaming services, all taken care of. This has been Richard with the Wireless Haven. Take care.